Hi, beautiful people. I hope that you are having a great day. It is Tuesday. I'm still working on my water intake and all that good stuff so I can get my head together. I titled this stream Unsubscribe from People. It's not going to be a long stream because I'm taking my dog, Blue, shopping. I'm hoping to buy him. Wait, come here. He's like over there. I'm hoping to buy him some stuff. A seatbelt, a blanket. Oh my goodness. You're always first. Hey, Shaq. Oh my goodness. Okay. Shaq Rakim Black. I think I butchered it. Oh, come on. So Blue is getting used to this place. Well, he's going to take a spa day. Need a spa day, right? And Blue, my friend, needs a seatbelt. He needs a doggy belt, and he needs a new brush that's fit for King. Hey, King. Did I get it right? Shaq Rakim. I don't want to get fancy and mess it up. So I'm going to just say your name twice in the stream. Okay? Every time I see him now, I'm not going to forget him because of his name. Hey, Valhalla. Hey, King member. I see you. So, yeah, we're going to try to make him happy. I think I'll make an upload. So this is a cool store. I shouldn't tell y'all the store. But there's a Puppy Lala. Clean your own algorithm. It works. Okay, Man of Tomorrow. You kind of get what I'm saying. Good to see you, Man of Tomorrow. Man of Tomorrow. Subscribe to his channel. And that's exactly some of the stuff I'm going to be talking about. And I'm going to tell you why. And let me tell you something. Hey, Ricky Clay. I am going to clean out my moderator list because yesterday when I was trying to have a conversation, this should have happened a long time ago. I'm having a conversation about some stuff, just chatting, celebrating my friend that's about to reach 100,000 subscribers. And then I have people in the chat trying to censor me, trying to just be ultra sensitive. But when it comes to interview, don't nobody give a damn when y'all mention my name. And it was just a lot of pettiness. And I feel that I have to unsubscribe from a lot of people. And there's a lot of reasons why. I've already done it, but I have to clean up my subscriber list because a lot of people, I appreciate all of my supporters and stuff like that, but a lot of them, this isn't my audience. And I feel that if you have a bunch of people around you and you're trying to talk about something, yeah, I know I've been on this sobriety journey for a while, okay? I'm currently, y'all see, oh wait, let me move this comment. Hey, Roderick, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to leave your comment up there. You guys see, I wanted to highlight this comment. Oh, I missed it. You guys see, I'm in my workout clothes, about to work out, and I'm constantly trying to improve myself. But the people I've been around, it has been mocked, ridiculed, a bunch of average, below average, people that don't really want to change your life. All they want to do is tear other people down. I'm not speaking about anybody particular, so don't take this the wrong way. I'm not putting down any sectors. But in my case, a bunch of people that have a lot less than me constantly judging me, just let me know that I'm in the wrong circle. Let me share something with you before I get into this commentary. I'm at work. I was supposed to be at work. And what did I do? I left again. I was all excited to work. And because of someone else's drama and feelings towards me, I let it get to me and I left the job that I love, okay? No one's fault but my own, because at the end of the day, these are my decisions. And I chose to do that. Fingers crossed, I'm going to go back tomorrow. Fingers crossed. But I just took off because if I'm stressed out, then I go and I do things that feel good. And I decided that I don't need people in my life that's not going to support me and support other people. I feel that a lot of places I've been just doesn't really support the commentary and things like that. And I'm just really tired of hearing about how horrible I am. I'm tired of hearing about, people whining about things I've done and bringing up my past. And I just like, you know what? I feel that you have to unsubscribe from people. A lot of women get angry at me a lot of times for whatever reason. And I feel that women don't really support each other the way that they say they do. And we can be quite mean to each other for whatever reason. We are our own competitions. And for me and my health, I'm just going to do what I need to do because I'm about to reach 2 years. So 2 years in sobriety. And one thing I noticed about this toxic behavior BS And later, I hope that you guys don't mind. I'm going to specify these conversations a lot more. Hey, Robin, what's good? I'm going to continue to specify because there's a certain group of people that constantly tear each other down. And I feel that we tear our own race down. We do not celebrate each other's successes like we should. And secretly, it's almost as if people are waiting for you to fail. They want to, if I were to relapse, people, oh, you know how many people be like, oh, misunderstood and like me and stuff like that. Or if you do well, bad, you notice you have so much support. How many people would trauma bond with you? Hey, heat wave. I cannot believe how many people were around me when I wasn't well versus when I got well. Then they try to pick apart my past and try to make me feel like this bad person and get upset when I curse them properly the fuck out. Okay. Or how many people will watch other people try to use me and take advantage of me, my generosity and my kindness, and try to make it seem like I'm the problem. So that's why I decided, you know what, I have to unsubscribe from these people because you're not about to make me go crazy with you. As I'm experiencing life in its fullest, I love being a very feminine female. I love being a female that wants to be with a male and in a healthy relationship with my kids. There's nothing wrong with those things. But instead, you have people telling you that you're weak. You want to be controlled by a man and stuff like that. And this is like, it seems as if people want to just encourage toxic behavior. And I'm not about that. I've been on this platform giving, encouraging positivity and healthy changes, right? And you can tell when something is when you have toxic people in your life and a toxic group of people. You have two people on a journey. They want to compliment another person's achievements and things like that as they put down another person, right? And I take that even when I found spirituality and God and all that kind of stuff. How many people ridicule that versus someone else like, hey, I found God and to get praise. So I had to unsubscribe from all these people. It's the same way, y'all know, I am so quick to walk away. I'm very loyal, but if you walk away from me and you want me to feel insecure about myself, I leave that let me tell you something. You don't need closure. Your closure is y'all last conversation. You walk away from people and people get mad at you. Y'all notice how many people be mad at you. You could go into a chat. I was in a chat last night, right? Someone brings me up in some nonsense, trying to pretend that they have this beef with misunderstood, especially in relation to this. I'm not using anybody's name. You know, you got enough off of me, and the storyline is boring. Okay, so I'm over in Nessa's chat the other day, right? And I'm brought up. But when I mentioned, I decided I'm not going to mention names. Damn it. I'm a work in progress. When I mentioned hey, I don't got anything to do with this story, the first thing they said was no one's mentioning misunderstood. If you say misunderstood in relation to a story, you are mentioning me, but you got a bunch of raggedy ass looking people and that sit around that feel that I don't have the right to say, hey, leave me out of your mess. But when I go live, I got a bunch of people with their troll pages, okay, trying to censor me. So therefore, as of today, I unsubscribe from a lot of people. I'm going to continue to unsubscribe from a lot of people. I only need a few moderators, and those are my members that's been with me for a long time. We're good. We're good. And let me tell you something. Y'all can continue. Thank you, Heat Wave. Wait, let me hook up Heat Wave real quick because she has... We're gonna... Wait a minute. It's hot in here, y'all. Are y'all following me? What's good, Daniel? But I'm no longer in a place where I'm going to let these people listen. You go where you are celebrated. And I have this beautiful space right here. I do not need to keep apologizing. If I give, it's going to be people that's in my community. I'm not on here with my hand out. I have never been a beggar. I am a proud woman that sit here and I celebrate other women. I'm always supporting other people. And that's because I'm very secure. Wait a minute. I need to get into my chat with Heatwave. Don't be mad at me, Heatwave. I have been very I like me some Heatwave. I have been very, what was I talking about? I encourage other people, right? I'm very supportive. And the reason why, don't tell me I hit the wrong person. The reason why is because I'm secure with myself. All right. I feel, and when I say, hey, I'm a beautiful person, I'm talking about my inside. I'm talking about my heart and my generosity to other people. Hey, Ava, I see you, and my generosity to people. And I see too many people that's just begging, begging, give me, give me, give me. Look at me. And every time they do something, let me tell you something. I celebrate huge accomplishments. For me, reaching almost 2 years, I'm not there yet. I don't want to jinx myself. Reaching almost 2 years of sobriety is a big deal. But these people want to tell you and remind you of my past because they want y'all to see me this way. And when I worldly go off on them, it's like I misunderstood has an attitude. I don't have an attitude, but I'm fighting for that person who don't have a voice, who know good and damn well they woke up depressed. But because I see you, Ava, but because they got so-and-so bragging about the little achievement, like, okay, I woke up today. Oh, look at me. I'm doing great. I'm changing my life. I'm doing this. You should already be doing that. We don't need to keep praising you to do that. Okay. There comes a point where you have to give back to other people. All right. I've been giving to people even through my addiction. And for all these people that want to call me Methiana, I'm not mad at y'all because y'all made me work harder, and junkie and all that stuff. Even in the thick of my addiction, they came to me for help. Okay. They came to me for help, and I gave them that help, only to then have a group of people putting me down as if I am beneath them, as if I needed them to plan my life. And let me tell you something, not a damn person came on here, right, Bahala, sticking up or trying to protect misunderstood. The reason they tell their audience is that is because they want you guys to feel that I am in debt to this person. And when I speak up for myself, how dare I? Because I owe them. No. People made commentary about misunderstood because it was profitable. That's it. That's all. I don't give a damn how many people come out here and say, oh, she's boring now. Yeah, because you ain't making a dime off of me. And what do they do when you're no longer in their life? They'll make some shit up. That's what they do. They'll make some shit up. Now, this isn't about me. This is about other people, right? Because I see other people, the same people being used for commentary. Somehow their life is always being examined. Somehow they always are put on the hot seat. No, we're in one space. We're in one space, and no one is a perfect person. The reason why they want to preach about everybody else is because they don't want you looking at their life and pat me on the back. Crowd. That's right, Bahala. The minute you look at them, what do they say? Don't be in my business. Everybody's in my business, but you're in everybody else's business. But when the shoe is back on you, when the mirror is on you, you can't handle it. And all I'm saying is for people is when I don't return your phone calls, when I'm not messaging you, it's because we are done. We do not need closure. And I'm sick of people jumping in my inbox asking me to make up with so-and-so, or you and so-and-so fell out. Listen, if I want to make up with somebody or have a conversation with somebody, I will initiate it because that's the kind of person I am. But if I know that that person has no reason to be in my life, or if they never in my life really, and they're angry at misunderstood, they will not be the first. They're not the first, and they will not be the last to be upset at misunderstood. Let them be upset at misunderstood, because I'm going to say what the hell I need to say. There's a lot of bullshit on this app. They want you to feel that begging is normal, having your hand out is normal, and your subscribers need to just be in your chat, because if you are beefing with somebody, somehow they need to choose sides, and all of that is bullshit. I unsubscribe from all that mess, because really the only thing that I care about is I care about a lot of shit. Okay. But at the end of the day, I know that I overcame a lot of stuff. All right. And I cannot believe the amount of people that flocked to me in the thick of my addiction, wanting something, wanting me to be in debt, making it seem like I needed them to live my life. I don't need these people to live my life. I never did. But people love toxic behavior, and you are rewarded for toxic behavior. I did a lot of crazy things, a lot. And misunderstood, I heard that name before. Oh, okay. I don't know. I did a lot of crazy stuff, and I shouldn't have. I am the first to tell you that I put myself in some situations because I was not able. I'm sorry, I'm looking at y'all close because my light is blinding me. I want me to be that close to the camera. Listen, there's so much bullshit that goes on here. You got people fighting from nursing homes, from wheelchairs, people whose health is all messed up, trying to pretend that they're all that, and they want to come online and tell you about yourself. Instead of getting their life together, I will be damned if I let somebody with no finances talk to me about my finances, or if I let somebody without a home roast and drive me. Listen, they can have that roast in the drag, because at the end of the day, I can close my door. All right. I feel that we are listening to people that want to put us down, that want to expose our life and make us feel like, oh, y'all don't know what sector you in. Hold on, I'll help you out. I want to look at the chat right now. They make us feel like shit just so they can feel better. All right. Women that want you to feel unattractive, that want you to feel less than who you are, not to mention the men that attack women, and the women that want to put down a guy's sexuality because they want him to be seen. What's the first drag that people will do? And they don't like a guy, they get into an argument, they want to call him a yag. All right. There's all kinds of things. So all I'm saying is that shit, listening to it all day has been enough. I'm tired of it. The main thing for me why I'm unsubscribing from people is because if you are around the wrong people, then they will have you second guessing yourself and you'll start to feel insecure. You may have something that you want to do, but because you told so-and-so that that's what you want to do, they put doubt. And the only way that they will encourage you is if you belong to this group, this clique, the so-called in crowd. But I can't believe so many people live to these big ages. How you doing? Kaliking, I hope I get your name right. I can't believe that there's so many people that got to these big ages that need people so much younger than them, or need to be accepted by their so-called peer groups to feel like something. You know that YouTube replaced bingo. You got a bunch. There's nothing wrong with being an older person, but you got some people that said everybody. I'm an older person, but I'm talking about people that's like 70, 80 years or whatever. You got a bunch of people or close to it, 60. There's nothing wrong with it, but here's my point. They're in everybody else's business, bone carriers, stirring up mess because a lot of people are bored. And YouTube has just became this big place where people are. YouTube has been this place where people are hustling and stuff like that. Robin, do you have a channel? I don't know if you have a channel, because I have to replace my mods, and it's nothing personal. And I'm going to do that with members. Y'all just give me a chance. But anyways, I said what I had to say. It's nothing personal, but for me, I just had to clean up my life because I realized that people have wanted so much from me, and I had to pull away. And that's just what it is. All right, you guys. I forgot to turn on my air conditioner, so I'm feeling a little hot, but I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate you guys for supporting me. You don't have a channel? Okay, Robin, I see you. I don't know how to reach out to you. I was gonna ask you something, but there's a lot. I threw Heat Wave a wrench because at one point there's reasons why, but I don't want to talk about doing this live stream. I'll talk about doing another live stream. Because y'all know I don't really mod people. I have no intentions of really having new mods, but there's a reason I did. All right. I love you guys. I hope that y'all all right. Hey, Steady Brandy, how are you guys doing? Alexis, I see you, my friend. I appreciate all of you. And I really appreciate those that have been there with me, that's called me out of stuff in a genuine way, and that have watched me grow. So don't feel bad. I see all of you. I see you guys. And as I switch out the mods, it's nothing personal. Again, I appreciate you guys, but I'm more for those that have been there for me, that's been in my circle, and that I see them in other spaces. You don't have to like me, but I appreciate people that have been fair, because if you do care about somebody, like on this, I'm just saying, even though a lot of you haven't met me, you call people out, but there's a way to do it. But you do it with love, and you wait for them, you watch them get better, right? I'm just saying. So I don't mind that people don't like me, but as time went by, all right, Heat Wave and I had a beef that I really didn't know about. As time went by, what did she do? She jumped on my platforms like, hey, you know what? I wish you well. We had a conversation. Heat Wave and I are good, all right? And because of how long she's been around, I did throw her a wrench, all right? Because she's not a yes person, but that does not mean I don't appreciate my other moderators. I'm cleaning out my life. I'm trying to say some stuff without actually saying it. There's some things that happened today that made me come online and say, you know what, I've had enough. There's been people that have, Alexis is one that she'll get on the phone like, misunderstood. I don't know about that, sis. You know what I mean? And I appreciate that. But there's some things that happened today that made me leave work. And I ain't having that shit happen again. I get this message. There's somebody that's in my circle. I might talk about it later, I may not. Somebody that's close to me, that's on YouTube, kind of find out this person has did some stuff that could put me in harm's way with another person and my family. And I'm not playing with you guys. When it comes to my life, if I don't share that shit, listen, it's off limits. It's off limits. And when I found out this person is messaging, did something to someone else, and I got receipts on some shit, I'm like, you know what? I thought I cleaned my circle out. I thought that I removed people that would have access to me, that could give access to somebody else. And I was wrong. So I just left work. Like, fuck that shit. I left. I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate people who I remove them from my chat and my streams and they have problems with it. If one of my moderators blocks someone or whatever because they saw something in so-and-so chat and someone else is telling me that I was wrong for it, I don't appreciate it. And I definitely don't appreciate what happened today with two content creators. And I'm waiting for them to bring this shit out so I can post these receipts. I'm done with people. I'm not posting receipts. Don't worry about that. But what I'm saying is, don't make a scene in my chat. That's what I'm saying. Two people playing in my face that's supposed to be my friends. Listen, those days are over. And I don't appreciate it. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, send me an email. Send me a message. But we're done with that. Those days are gone. I did not live to be sober this long to continue to live in mess and drama. I just didn't, y'all. I'm a very loving, sweet person, but I have to be strong and I have to be thick-skinned if I'm going to tell you guys, you know, the people that I've been meeting and talking to struggle with depression, anxiety. Some of them have lost their kids. I spoke to a mom who's not getting her kids back. That's real life stuff. And I need people that care about other people enough to let me bring those stories to light. And with that being said, I can't have all the mess. That does not mean that I will not hit a link to curse someone out or to go off if I need to. I still will. But over here, people want to have a conversation with me, they can hit the link and we can have a normal conversation. You don't have to worry about being ambushed. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. I can't guarantee I won't get upset. But you guys can come over here and talk to me because I'm protecting my peace. And I encourage you guys to protect your peace as well. Some of y'all hate steady grinding because this app it can be toxic, but it can be a fun place. And you got to think about it. The internet isn't toxic in itself. It's the people that's on it behind the keyboards, the trolls, the ones that want to stir stuff up, the bone carriers, the instigators. All right. So just use the app with caution and remember to log off sometimes, to take some time to yourself. I'm not just sitting here preaching to you guys about stuff. I'm sitting here telling you guys, you know what? For me, sober living is it, because my life was chaotic. And the only way for me to what's that word? To make it less chaotic was to first get rid of what was killing me. That was the drug. All right. With that being said, okay, no alcohol, no pills for me, nothing. So if I go to a hospital, I make sure that they know, do not give me any narcotics, please. All right. The second thing I needed to do for me, the next thing is sugar. I'm very hyper. And I realized that my body, I have a lot of like, let's go. I can't do the caffeine or the sugar because that doesn't work for me. And it was also putting on weight and stress. Stress I don't like because it puts weight on your middle section. And it's hard on your body if you have too much stress. It causes a lot of health problems. So when I'm telling you guys this, it's not easy for me, but little changes. If I had somebody tell me that they stopped smoking for 5 months. I applauded them because that is a hard thing to break. Another person said they stopped drinking because for them it was just messing up their life. So it's just little stuff like that. But for me, people was something I had to learn how to be comfortable just being by myself, just taking care and not listening to people that ridiculed me. I had so much ridicule before I started school. I finished the program, about to start another program. And once I, you know, decided that I was really, really done with drugs, a lot of things happened. And I noticed that before this 2-year celebration, a lot of bullshit just, it's like every time I'm about to celebrate something, somebody wants to stir something up. And I'm not going. There is no reason for people to want to beef with MU. Listen, if we do not have a personal relationship or behind the scenes, your beef is fake. Your anger towards MU is fake. How are you so mad at somebody behind a screen? But I love you guys. Hey, Destiny. And the growth. Why are they trying to downplay it? I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. I am the last to judge. But what I'm not going to do is let people put me down to try to make themselves look better. No, do the work. Do the work. Stop putting people down. Stop. And when they really have somebody that cares about them, I'm talking about people in general, those are the people they take advantage of. Those are the people that they try to insult. If you do something wrong to somebody, just apologize. Stop trying to make it seem like this person did X, Y, and Z to you because you're trying to save face. A lot of people are just influencers. They are not content creators. They have no integrity, no morals, no nothing. Because if they had integrity and character, they wouldn't have to just put on a show. They'd always have it. Okay. And when they're angry, that's when you can see their true colors come out. All of a sudden, everybody did them wrong. Let me tell you something. The ones that saying that everybody else is playing victim are the ones that's playing victim. Okay. I laugh when somebody says, "Oh, misunderstood is playing victim." Misunderstood isn't playing victim. I got boundaries, and those boundaries were designed to keep the people complaining about me out. Okay, goodbye. I do not need you. Y'all know I have so much money. I saved so much. Why didn't I do this shit a long time ago? Okay, I'm sitting over here happy, y'all. It's like now once I hit my 2-year sobriety, we're gonna go for 3 years. I have to take it in small doses like that, because if I think forever, that don't work for me. I have to take it day by day. I have to take it day by day. Now, I got a $50 cash app for somebody telling me that they will buy me some, for algorithm purposes, I can't say. Now, I'm not going to refund the $50. So they can, if you see that post, like, oh, she bought drugs with it or whatever. No, I did not. I just kept the $50. Okay, you send me a cash app, it goes in one way and not out the other. Okay, but that's how ignorant people are. We're way past that. I am so happy. The best experience has been I don't want to sound corny, but when I got baptized, I knew that my life was about to change. And I knew that something inside me was going to change. And I started to accept myself. I started to look at life and see how can I be a blessing to others, because it's not about you anymore, because I'm healthy now. I'm still getting healthier, y'all. I got some internal stuff I got to work on, like with my stomach and stuff. That's the result of addiction, whatever. But I feel that I'm blessed. I got off. That's my biggest problem. And that's why I'm so careful about things that I eat, all right, and stuff like that. And I want to keep myself in the best shape as possible. But there was some damage done there. But having that experience with those missionaries and God and stuff, that was very real. And to this day, it stayed with me. And they still keep in contact with me. So I appreciate you guys. Y'all got any thoughts for me? Y'all see this big smile on my face? So yeah, we have to chop some more people out of MU's life so I could be here for you guys. Know that when I come live, it's like, hey, all I want you guys to think, I don't need y'all to thank y'all for y'all, the pats on the back and the likes on my videos and my shorts and those kind of things. But I hope that y'all understand my message. It's like I'm trying to break the stigma of substance abuse disorders and addiction, because that's more stigmatized than mental health conditions. Mental health conditions is next, right behind it. Both are stigmatized, so it's important to put a face behind the condition, so that way people will not be ashamed to get help. So when I come live, it's like, hey, no matter what I'm talking about, if I'm out here ranting and raving, I made it another day. So hopefully that person that doesn't have a voice will feel that they can do it. That's why I come live. I show y'all, with my kids and stuff like that, showing you life and recovery. So please understand the message. And the only reason why I'm telling you guys about toxic people and stuff like that is because you hear those messages all day online. And what I notice is that people that let me use a person for example, and I don't want to bring this person up, but I am Joanna, right? Joanna has this beautiful house. She's self-sufficient. She has a business. She has all this stuff, right? But then you have somebody that's saying that, she gets doxxed, whatever, and people like looking at it like it's a drag. Like, I'm like, wait a minute, this person is a homeowner. This person is successful. Wow, a Black woman that made it. Like, come on, celebrate stuff like that. When you're roasting and dragging, things are gonna be said. All right, whether you mean it or not, things are gonna be said. But look past that and don't downplay your accomplishments. And I see a lot of that. So I just wanted to come here and talk and say, you know what? If I'm not feeling well, I come here and I say I'm not feeling well because I don't want you guys to think everything is all great and I'm putting on this YouTube image like, come on, come on, come on. No, that's not what we're going to do, because sometimes people don't feel well. And I just brought up Joanna because Joanna be fighting these battles that she shouldn't even fight. I be trying to tell her, dude, get down from these platforms. Stop it. No, they're not listening. But then I have to tell that to myself too, because when I'm angry, I will hit that link in a minute. Right? So that was kind of for me as well. Hey, Z Sarah. I'm done with my commentary, y'all. I'm done. Hey, Gerald. I forgot to unblock my chat. I see y'all messages about y'all being blocked, and I forgot. Thank you, Heatwave. Y'all got any final thoughts for me? Z Sarah says, I have seen so much growth with you, MU. I think you're an inspiration to a lot of people. I will support you on your journey. I see what you are building for yourself and your family. Yeah. Before I go, I want to mention something to you guys. Are y'all familiar with the story of Jessica Bouvet? I don't know if I'm pronouncing her last name right. What time is it? 2:12. I got a little time. Are you guys familiar with that story? I'll have to pull it up for you guys. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a YouTube short or a long story, but this person I've been following, she's actually been on my mind. She was a podcaster. If I had time, I'll pull the story up now. She was a podcaster beautiful lady. I'm going to say Black lady because she was Black, but it's nice to see when they make it. They have a following. But what happened? YouTube got the best of her. Not YouTube, I'm sorry. Live streaming and an audience had got the best of her. She did this whole F the police kind of thing. Oh, hey, Sunflower. I haven't seen you in my chat, but she did all that and living on top of her world. When I say a beautiful woman, what happened to this woman was she decided to drink, get high off of marijuana, and then she crashed. She ran over, she ended up unaliving a police officer, and her life just completely changed overnight. And when I watched her and I followed this court case, I don't know if y'all followed this court case, but if you didn't, I will post it. And the reason why it stood out to me is for a few different reasons. Number one, the arrogance online. The arrogance online. How she's like, just 1 minute, she got everybody cheering her on, like, F the police, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we're not afraid of you. This is during the, I want to say George Floyd. Who's the one that died? Whatever. So it was this F the police era. And you see her doing that. She gets in the car after saying F the police, we're not afraid, during y'all remember that movement about the I Can't Breathe movement, and they to make it so that the officers can y'all know I'm talking about with the George Floyd thing, whatever. So she was angry and doing a podcast about that stuff. But then later, you see that she unalived this police officer, going to prison for many years, crying, saying that she's sorry. Where's her YouTube? Jessica Bouvet. I'll put in the chat. But where's her fans? Where are the people that were cheering her on and stuff like that? And sometimes I could pull it up. Maybe y'all want to see it? Hold on. I'm going to show y'all the story. Maybe I could pull it up real fast. Give me a second. Sometimes we get so caught up that we lose touch of reality. What is so fascinating about you is your unflinching positivity in the face of your willingness to be so transparent. I appreciate that, Roderick. Let me see if I can pull the story out real quick. But if not, y'all want to see what I'm talking about? Give me a second. I want to see if I can, how fast I can share this. But it's really a sad story. And okay, let me see. Let me see what article I was looking at. I can share it with you guys real quick. Okay. At least I want to show you who I'm talking about. Okay, let me look at the article. It's changed for educational for use purposes only, just so we can have an understanding of stuff. Okay, wait a minute. Let me see if I can find a short article and I will let it play. For I think it's this one. Okay, here it is. I think. Hold on, I'm gonna show it to you guys. She's beautiful, but I was following this for a while, and hold on, let me come back to you guys so I can share my screen with you. And I want to know what you guys think about it. Thank you, Aisha. Thank you, Ava. So this stuff is real, and I'm telling you guys, I'm putting in the work to shed light on some stuff. And let me share this story with you before I get out of here. Because my point is life changes so fast, and we just have to be really mindful. Dang it, why didn't it come up? Hold on. Oh, wait, I think this is it. Here it is. Let me know if y'all can hear it. Okay, here we go. Let me see if this is a news channel because I don't like to share the moments. Here we go.
I'm sorry. 32-year-old Jessica
Yeah, here.
said she's sorry, but that apology won't bring back 43-year-old officer Anastasio Sakos, a 14-year veteran with the NYPD. Killed early Tuesday after police say Beauvoir recklessly drove drunk on the Long Island Expressway and struck Sakos with her vehicle as he was responding to a fatal crash.
You know, she's genuine that she apologized for the fact that she was caught.
Prior to the accident, Beauvoir was live streaming this podcast from her Facebook page, where she made these comments while speaking about recent police shootings.
We're not scared of the police. Otherwise, there would be songs like the police. We want you to know we don't give a about you, your mama, your children, your wife. You're nothing.
During her arraignment Tuesday night, prosecutors say Beauvoir admitted that during that live stream, she had smoked a joint, took 2 shots of tequila, and drinking wine.
Is there anything you guys would like to say?
Outside the courthouse, the suspect's family members didn't speak to the media, but broke down in tears as they walked away.
She admitted that she didn't know where she was going or what she was doing, but she still got in the car and used her GPS as if it was automatic pilot.
Sakos was assigned to Highway 3, where Bunting is now up to mourn his death. He lived here in East Northport on Long Island, where he was known as a good guy who brought food to his next-door neighbors while they were sick with COVID.
He started bringing us food almost every day. His wife cooked for us, brought us soup. They left in front of the door.
And he would just call someone, run into the store. What can I pick you up? Okay.
He leaves behind a wife and 2 young children, ages 3 and 6.
They said goodbye on their stoop earlier today. Little did they know that would be the last time.
So that's the story. Wait. So that's a story that I was following, and you see what I'm saying? I mean, just a beautiful woman, and took a life, and her life is over. I think she was sentenced to. She was sentenced to a lot. I can't remember, but anyways, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank y'all for hearing me out and for hanging out with me. But yeah, that person. I wonder how she's doing now. This was a couple years ago. So I wonder how she's doing now, and if she has support, because she had quite a following, and now it's just whatever. So, all right, Ziz, are you in England? I don't know. I wonder what she got sentenced to. I want to say, I could have sworn it was 20 years or something like that. I'm gonna give it to you right now. Be a superstar. I know that accident was a couple years ago. But when did she get sentenced? Hang on. Let me look that up. So, yeah, she got 20 years in prison for aggravated assault. But when did she get sentenced? Was it this year? want to say she got, so this was a couple years ago, and I believe she just got sentenced, because when I first heard about this was a couple years ago. So, but she got 20 years in prison for aggravated manslaughter and 2.5 years to 7 years for leaving the scene of an incident. So, yeah. So she was convicted in 2021. Yeah. So that's just what it is. Hey, Evelyn. Oh, Blue's handsome. Thank you. Be mindful of the word you speak. That's what I was saying, be a superstar. Like right before this accident, she said, you know, F the police and stuff like that during all that time. So just think about whenever the George Floyd thing happened. I think it was whenever that happened is when the accident happened. All right. And so then she got sold with sentencing and all that stuff is why she came back up recently and things. But anyways, I just happened to look her up to see what happened because I stopped following it and I wanted to see if she got sentenced. She got sentenced, but life changes like that. And it's no joke out here. And like I said, where's her audience? Where's all the people that was there rooting her on and all that stuff? So that's all I'm saying. Now, let me get this dog out of here. You guys, I'm feeling great. And life is good. Life is still challenging, but I did want to share that with you all. And it's important for me to protect my peace and my energy. And that's what we have to do. We have to do it because you're always going to have your haters. You're always going to have people that wants to project. And misery loves company. Miserable people want to take you with them. And you just have to be like, nah. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people on here faking it. Like they live in this great life and really they have problems. And this is not supposed to be a negative stream. This is just to say that I'm going to keep going. I hope that you keep going and all that stuff. And if I seem happy, I'm just excited that I am no longer in this prison. I am no longer where people could just tell me what to do or tell me who I am or you know what I mean? It's like when you speak to me now, I'm present in my right mind. You know what I mean? I'm not just a shell of myself. And I think that's the worst thing with addiction is it takes away, you know, okay, think about your loved ones. You're sitting there, all right? I'm not saying that your loved ones are high or drunk. You're sitting there waiting for them, just like, damn, where's that person that you remember? But you're waiting for a person, as long as they're in addiction, they're just a shell of the person. And it truly robs the family of them. While they're waiting for that person to get well and thinking if they love me, they'll do it. It's not that they don't love you. They're not capable of doing it right now because they have something that's affecting their mind. It's a mind-altering disease, right? Whether you think it's a disease or not is another conversation for another day. But nevertheless, it alters your mind. So we love our family, but we don't really realize the effect that our addiction has on the family until we are sober. And then you have to deal with the guilt and all the feelings that go along with it. That makes a lot of people relapse. So the way that I deal with those things is that I stay present in a moment. And when I start thinking about, damn, I missed out on all this time. And sometimes people are talking to me about things that they say I've done and I don't even remember. I just let them have those feelings and I just try to listen. Or I'm talking about people in my family, not online. I just let them talk and I'm trying to be really understanding. Because I had my moment when I was not well and I was numb while they were suffering. So now if I hurt because they're sharing their feelings with me, I just swallow, I just let them. And then after that, it's like, I feel like we're so much closer. I have an amazing relationship with my family. Amazing. And I think that those things are important. I think it's important for the Black and Brown communities to be able to talk about, not just, I'm not, listen, my fair weather, non-melanated friends, I love you, but I'm not gonna say that there's no stigma within the Black and Brown communities and we don't talk about addictions and mental health stuff. There's a lot of things, for whatever reason, we don't talk about it. Don't be mad at me. That's how I feel. I think it's a cultural thing. But if you keep putting a face behind these illnesses and stuff like that, whether, I don't care if it's a sickness, I don't care if it's whatever it is, then we could talk about it without the shame and more people will get help. And that's my biggest thing. And that's why I'm here. So I can't be fighting with y'all every day. I have a message. Because I really did the work and I came through it. Now, some people be like, you just have 2 years. Let me tell you something. When I was 7 days sober, I celebrate that shit. I was like, I got 7 days, y'all. And I got all the criticism. I got all that shit. But now we're about to celebrate these 2 years, y'all. I'm not sure how I'm going to celebrate it or whatever. I'm just going to celebrate it by getting to 2 years in 1 day, 2 years in 2 days, 2 years in 3 days. And get out there and continue to talk to people, I met this girl, she's actually a woman, she's 22 or 23 years old, right? And she has, how many chromosomes do we have? 46, we have 46 chromosomes, so she has 47. I got to meet the family, the mom. I have it on video, I recorded it. I'm gonna go there and spend time with her, do a cooking class with her. But, so she's on the spectrum. But and when you look at her, you can't tell anything's wrong until she goes to communicate. It's not autism. It's. But I spoke to the mom for a while. She saw in this book, and I was just like, wow, this mom taking care of her daughter. She ended up losing her job because she needed to stay home with her daughter, and the job that she was working needed her there full time. And I'm sitting there spending time with them and interviewing them, and I'm like, I get to do this stuff. I felt such a privilege because a lot of times in our communities, I see a lot of autistic children. And I haven't met anybody with 47 chromosomes before, but a lot of people that I know in my own life, like a lot of them have autism and stuff like that. And you can still communicate with that child. These children are highly intelligent, but they communicate differently. It's not a read or a drag. And we're actually working with these people. It's like, wow, I see their strength and how special they are. And it only makes me want to work harder. If you want to get out of something, if you feel bad about yourself, go help somebody else with a similar condition. Go help somebody, go volunteer somewhere, and I'm telling you, your problems are going to feel minuscule or something like that. Or you're going to feel like a purpose. Now, don't go giving away money that if you're struggling. You could also give away time. And I'm just saying, or you could just listen. But for me, when I start feeling down on myself and I'm thinking like, why did I even get sober? What was the point? I go out there and I look at other people that's still struggling. I know it probably sounds corny and shit like that. My biggest thing, though, is the people that surround me, how did my addiction affect them? And I'm telling you just how it robs you of that time. And the ones that are watching you, waiting for you to get sober, and it's like really heartbreaking on the whole family. So, I'm just here to tell you guys that it's not as easy as just quitting. It takes a lot. And will I befriend someone that is on drugs the way I was befriended? That's tricky. I'm not getting into that tonight. My answer is no. And, you guys can ask me about that later. A lot of people flocked to me and was my friends. That's why I like Miss Heatwave. I like other people like her. Alexa, it's like, you can't be friends with somebody in active addiction. Why would you want to be? What do we have to offer you? And you can easily take advantage of us. You can, and we don't realize it. I ain't trying to make anybody mad during this stream because it's not a dig at anybody. For me, it's a learning experience. It's I'm not saying to be mean to that person, but unless that person gets help, they're going to be a danger to themselves if they're in active addiction, right? Using something as hard as what I was using. If you're not an addiction specialist, you don't know what you're talking about when you're telling them how to get help. I'm not saying that you have to be an addiction specialist to help somebody. Please don't think I'm saying that. What I'm saying is it's easy to condone toxic behavior without knowing it. Are y'all agree to disagree? Y'all can disagree, okay? It's easy to condone stuff. It's easy to and it's not intentional all the time. But I think about how many people were asking me for money, how many people were just wanting this, wanting that, and having a nerve to get upset with me as if they were somehow better than me. When they were always asking me for stuff, I just feel that these are toxic relationships and that boundaries get crossed. And so would I want to be friends with someone? I could be friends with somebody that's in addiction. I can, but I'm talking about like in my immediate circle. I have to love them from a distance because I'm not going to trauma bond with anybody. I need that person to get sober and get help. And I will continue to encourage that person to get help. Okay. And that's for my own safety. Let me shut up. I ain't trying to have no negative. And it's not that I am putting people that's addicted down. I'm not trying to do that. But what I'm trying to say is that you need a strong support system. And if you're not prepared to do that, because that it's a rough ride trying to be friends with somebody that is not sober. And I would love to have a conversation someday with someone that I was friends with that I don't need y'all to volunteer, people, because it's not me. But what was it like for them to try to be friends with someone that that was struggling with addiction? That's a conversation for another day. But I'm gonna leave it there. I'm done with my commentary. I'm done because I don't want it to be a downer. I'm not trying to put you guys down, but all I'm saying is that it's easy to get caught up in trying to help somebody else, trying to, because some people will take advantage and other people will get hurt because they really want it for someone else, but that person has to want it for themselves first. All right. If I see somebody that really wants to get sober and they're struggling, I'll help them, but I'm going to direct them to someone that can help them more than me, but I will continue to encourage them. Now, I had a lot of that in my life. Okay. I appreciate that support, but all I can do is pray for people that's still struggling and try to, once they decide that, hey, I want to get help, I want to get better, that's when you can step in and help that person. But until they reach that for themselves, it's going to be hard. You have to want it for yourself. All right. That's my opinion on it. And I'm leaving it just like that. Your mom must have really missed you those years. You're talking about me, Z's? My mom didn't really know because I wasn't around her. When I became if you're talking to me, I hope you are. If not, my mom didn't really know. I still went home to visit and stuff like that. I was able to stay sober during those times. She didn't really know because I was already living in California. My family's from Wisconsin. So she didn't know. And what she did notice, hey, logical thoughts. Oh, okay, Z. What she did notice was my skin. The first thing, because I've always taken care of my skin, but my skin was like, I would get like, my skin would break out very easily, especially under my nose for some reason. And it would peel, but she didn't know what it was from. And she kept trying to get me to see a dermatologist. And I was like, no, I just need better lotion, better cream. But I didn't live with her, so she didn't really understand or know. And it's not even something that we've talked about. Once I started dealing with CPS and stuff like that, then that became complicated because now I had CPS in my life. Okay. And y'all know that happened very publicly, but I was already getting sober. Now things that I've done make sense to them, but if she missed me because I was living in California and she lives in Wisconsin. Heatwave said, I'm happy to be a part of your team. Misunderstood. Heatwave, I'm so happy too. And Heatwave, I guess when I seen you and I was in your clouds a lot and you would be going off and mad at Misunderstood. And I'm like, what is she so mad about? And then when we had a conversation, it's like, I got it. And I can appreciate Heatwave because of her honesty, her transparency, how she loves people. And, she gets hurt like everybody else in situations because she's very protective and she's very open in what she talks about. And she will go off if she needs to. I don't need yes people around me. So thank you and welcome, Heatwave. Welcome. All right, y'all. I love you guys. I will talk to you guys soon. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. So no, you guys, I will, if I cover the sectors, it'll probably be on Sundays. Let me not say that because if I get angry, I'm quick to fire up a live stream. However, thank y'all for hanging out with me. I hope that y'all will. Feel free to like, comment, and share. And I'll talk to you guys soon. I hope that no one took offense to what I was saying. But if you do, leave a comment. I appreciate the feedback. And y'all take care. Okay. Good chit chat. Be sure to like on your way out. Thank you. All right, you guys. Thank you. And I'll see y'all soon. Bye-bye. Big hugs.